Hello and welcome back to Asanas and Wellness. My name is Latoya. I know I've been gone for quite a while, but I am back in an all-new location, moved into a new home, and I'm really excited and looking forward to begin filming more yoga and wellness content for you. Now today I'm going to be doing an energizing flow. I'll be guiding you through a flow that incorporates some Qigong, mainly in the warm-up and at the end in the cool down. All right, so this is just something new that I'm trying, so I would love to hear your thoughts. Qigong has been a part of my personal practice for at least a year, probably longer actually, and I had the opportunity at the end of last year to take a Qigong training that was specifically for yoga teachers, to teach us how to sequence Qigong into our classes. So I'll be doing some of that today. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave me a comment to let me know what you think. I'll be doing more videos in the future that incorporate some Qigong, some more moves, but with this practice today, primarily in the warm-up and cool down is where we'll do some Qigong movement. All right, now, if you've ever taken a Zoom class with me before, you know that I have 4 guinea pigs, and they always like to be extra noisy when I start filming. Rather than try to wait or have to deal with trying to edit them out, we're just going to go with the flow, focus on our breath, and really enjoy this short, energizing sequence. Now, I won't be using any props today other than a blanket for my knees, because I'm getting used to these hardwood floors, and it's been a journey. So I will be using a blanket for my knees. If you have blocks, you may want to have your blocks nearby to support you in some of the poses, but the sequence can be done without any props if you like. Okay. All right. So if you're ready, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start at the top of the mat, or near the top of the mat, in a stance called Wuji, which is similar to mountain pose. So soften your knees, bend your knees just a bit, and kind of tuck your tailbone or flatten that lower back so that your tailbone is kind of pointed towards the ground. Relaxing your arms and your shoulders, balancing evenly on all 4 corners of your feet, and you're allowing your weight to just kind of fall down, just to sink down. And take a few breaths here as you begin to get grounded. We're going to start our practice with some Qigong shakes. So lightly begin bouncing, keeping that soft bend in your knees. Just bouncing, allowing everything to just relax. I want to bring your hands, your arms into it and bounce your elbows, keeping everything light. If you like, you can close your eyes. This is a great practice for releasing any energy that may be stuck, unblocking any stuck energy. And then coming back into your Wuji pose, or if you choose mountain pose, both fairly similar poses. From here, we're going to do some spinal cord breathing, which is going to be similar to a standing cat-cow pose. So bringing your arms up to cactus, and on the inhale, opening up, gazing up, arching your spine. And exhale, rounding, sending your chin down towards your chest. Continuing this at your own pace, really feeling it. Trying to make it a point to make sure that you're feeling it, and maybe a focus on your mid spine, and then try to feel it in your upper spine. Just try to see if you can really get into this pose and feel it all along your spine. On the inhale, maybe imagining your breath traveling up your spine. And on the exhale, imagining your breath traveling back down. Still keeping that soft bend in your knees. And after your next round, return to center. And from here, we will send all of our weight onto one side. I will start with my right foot, and we're going to come into our tree pose. Bring your palms together at your heart center. And if you'd like, you can bring the sole of your left foot. You can either bring it so that your toes, are touching the mat to support you, or you can bring your foot up into your lower leg, or if you have, if it's accessible, bring the sole of your foot to rest on your upper thigh. So whatever feels right to you. Grounding down through all four corners of your foot. And if it feels right, maybe you want to begin to lift your hands, maybe interlocking your fingers with your index fingers pointed up. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, maybe a side bend to the left. And inhale back to center. And release. Let's do our tree pose on the left side now. You start with your palms at your heart. And once you feel balanced in your tree, bringing those index fingers up. Inhale, extend, and exhale, side bend to the right. And slowly coming back to center. Let's bring both feet down, and we'll find our forward fold. So inhale, extend up, exhale, bringing it down. Bringing your palms down to the mat, step back and find your downward facing dog. Bring your feet as wide as feels right for you. Pressing into your knuckles, your fingertips. Maybe you walk your heels out if you're feeling a little tight. Now find your three-leg dog. So lifting your left leg up, bending your knee, and stepping through to find a low lunge. However you need to find your low lunge. However you need to get there is fine. Feel free to bring your hands up, or maybe you bring your hands behind you. Crossing your arms, grabbing each a forearm. pressing down into your low lunge, but extending up through your spine. From here, we'll find a variation of lizard pose or winged dragon maybe. So maybe walk your left foot out just a bit toward the edge of your mat. Bring your hands down the inside of that left foot. Now you're going to kind of turn that left foot or roll onto the side of that foot to open up your knee. And then bring your hips down towards the mat. If you like, you can come down to your forearms. If you have blocks, you can come down to your blocks. Hold in here for just a moment. And coming back to center, we're going to curl your right toes and we're going to come up into a runner's lunge. Lifting your left hand up towards the sky for a twist. Revolved runner's lunge, gazing up towards your hand. And release that hand down. And then you're going to straighten that left leg for a pyramid pose. Very wide stance here in your pyramid pose. You may have to, if you need to, adjust your back foot a bit. But that right foot is pointed kind of in the direction of the right top corner of your mat. Really feeling a stretch along the back of your left leg. And also on the back of your right calf, your calf muscle. And from here, lower and find downward facing dog. We're going to find our 3-leg dog on the other side. So lifting your right leg up, bending into your knee to open up that hip. And finding your low lunge. This time maybe crossing your arms, if you choose to do this variation, the opposite direction. It's a way that feels a little not normal. And from here we'll find our winged dragon. So moving that right foot out just a bit towards the right, rolling onto the side of that foot, bringing those hips, allowing them to melt down towards the mat. Remembering to breathe. And coming back, curling that left foot, curling your left toes for a revolved runner's lunge. Just extending that right hand up, gazing up. And exhale, bring it back down, pressing into your pyramid pose, adjusting a bit if you need to, straighten that right leg. And from here, bending, and once again, finding your downward facing dog. Okay, so from here, we're going to find Malasana or Yogi squat. So maybe walk your feet up a bit, or walk your hands back a bit. Bring your heels in, toes out. adjusting the placement of your feet if needed. Bringing your elbows on the inside of each knee. And if your calves are still really tight, if this is just not comfortable for you, it's okay to lean forward a bit onto your fingertips. Or even if you have a block, you can actually place a block under your hips and sit on your block. Slowing down your breath, trying to catching your breath, finding your normal rhythm. Spine nice and tall. Here, maybe come forward onto your fingertips. Press your hips up to standing. And then press down into your feet to slowly roll up to your mountain pose. Bending into your knees, finding Wuji. Just letting it all sink down. And on the inhale, bring your arms up. And on the exhale, pressing your palms down. Just exhale it out. We're in and out of our nose here. Let's do this once more. Let's continue. Inhale, palms up. And exhale. If you like, you can soften your gaze or even close your eyes here. Two more times. Just feel that good energy pouring in. We'll end our practice with our palms together at the heart center. We'll take a deep cleansing breath together, in through your nose and out of the mouth. Inhale. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. Namaste.